Welcome, shooters and collectors, to another edition of Side by Side. Today we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different than pistols. It's grips and accessories, or accessories for your magazines to be more specific. And I'd like to start out by talking about, there's two grip manufacturers I really like. And usually, you know, when you buy a handgun, it's got the basic grips on it. They're okay, they're functional, but they're not as good as like some other grip manufacturers make. And two companies I really like are KSD Grips, and they're out of Turkey, but they have a USA website and everything gets delivered really quick. And they have a nice selection of the more common pistols, and this is an example of one of their grips. It's for a Browning high power. It's a all wood grip, and this is more of a target grip. They also sell I should say, other grips that are less of a target grip, and more of the, you know, more of like a flat, like a 1911 is just flat. But this one is more of a target grip. It's got a thumb shelf here, and the thumb shelf is actually on both sides, but it doesn't affect if you're either right-handed or left-handed. And it also has a palm swell on it as well. You can see here it gets thicker down here, and it just fits your hand great. It's just light years ahead of what Browning, what they put on their just standard grips. So and these are actually priced pretty reasonable, and like I said, they'll probably be at your door within a week or so. So if you want to look for a nice upgrade, I would highly recommend either KSD Grips, or the next company I'm going to talk about is Sudden Impact Pistol Grips. And there's a store on eBay that you can purchase them from, and I think to find the store you actually have to go into advanced settings and like do a search by store and then type in that name, and it's Sudden Impact Pistol Grips again. And he has a very large selection of pistols, or excuse me, pistol grips, and these he manufactured, and they're for a Hammerly International or a 208, 215S, 208S, anything like that has the same frame. And these are, I believe, made out of a poly resin or something similar to that. They're very, very extremely durable, very hard. Oil doesn't bother them, so you know, if you get oil on them or whatnot, you don't have to worry about that. And they also have a thumb rest here and on the other side, but again, it doesn't matter if you're right-handed or left-handed, it'll fit just fine. And they also have a palm swell as well. It's a little bit more difficult to see. Sorry about that with the background, but they're priced very reasonable. I'll say these grips are the best that you can buy for the money. They're just very reasonable, and he has a very large selection of pistol grips. So if you're looking for something that may not be very common, you can go out there and take a look and see what he has. He might have it, or if you're you may want to also talk to him about it, because I had an issue where I have these Smith & Wesson magazines, and they had the regular floor plate on them, but my pistol has a mag well on it, and you can't use the regular floor plates. You have to have this, like, I don't know, I wouldn't exactly call it a bumper, but this like longer floor plate here, and I can't find these anywhere. So what I did is I ended up sending him one of them, and he was able to make some duplicates for me. So now I can just use a regular Smith & Wesson magazine, put these on, they work great. And so I'm very pleased. I just got these back recently. And that's another thing with Sudden Impact Pistol Grips. The guy is very friendly, really nice guy, and he answers questions and whatnot. So if you have any ideas, like let's say if I wanted these in red or some custom color, he can do that for you as well. So it's not just black stuff as well. And then actually when I was making this video, and I'm going to show you one more pistol, I took the magazine out of it, and I only have one magazine for the pistol. And this is a Bernardelli, and I'm pretty sure this is just a regular Bernardelli. I think it's a P18 or P018 or something like that pistol that they made for like the police. And but again, it has a magwell on it, so it's far more convenient to have this thing to get it into the pistol. And I don't have any of these. and you can't buy them anywhere. So I think if I can find some more of these magazines, I'll take this off, send it to him, see if he can make some of these for me, and then I can just put them on the regular magazines, and I'll have a lot more mags and problem solved, and which is great, because otherwise you are kind of really stuck with just, you know, one mag, and with little hope of ever finding any more. And so that leads me to the final thing I want to show you today, and that's this, the Bernardelli Practical VB Elite. And I really love this gun. It's a wonderful gun. It's a lot of fun to shoot. And it came with these brown wood grips, factory grips. And when you have like a limited pistol that not many were made, and you can't get parts for it anymore or anything, you really worry about, like, you know, what if I ever break these grips or they get a crack or something, then I'm really up a creek. So what I did is I took them off, and I sent them to Sudden Impact pistol grips, and he was able to make me a pair out of poly resin. So I put those on. They looked great, functioned great. I took these grips off so I could save them so nothing bad would ever happen to them. And then I started thinking about it, and I looked around and I thought, you know what, I'd like to get some sort of grip that would really make this pistol pop, because I've seen other guns and with this satin finish, and the right grip I think would really make it, not that it already doesn't stand out, but it would really make it sort of pop, so to speak. And so I looked around and I reached out to custom pistol grip manufacturers, and nobody, like, mostly it was like mom and pop stores, and nobody wanted to touch it. They really didn't. You know, it's a one-off basically, and even with some of their stuff that isn't a one-off, it can be very expensive, 150 to 250 bucks, and you know, you have to wait 6 months a year. So I put it to the side, and then I thought about it some more, and finally what I came up with is I found another guy, and he makes a carbon fiber grip, which I think would look really cool on this gun. And so I reached out to him. No reply. Waited a while, because I know, you know, like, small, he makes everything by hand, you know, they don't have much time for emails, things like that. Waited about a month, nothing. Sent him another email, waited about a month, nothing. So then thought about it some more, and I'm like, well, you know what, I think I was actually surfing the web one night, and something came up, and it's like carbon fiber things for your car. You can add, you know, like decals and, you know, make it look like carbon fiber. And I'm like, well, that's kind of interesting. So what I finally decided to do is I got the old, the Sudden Impact grips that I had made, and the grooves were rather shallow. So what I did is I got some Bondo, and I filled the Bondo in the grooves, sanded it down nicely, and, or, you know, sanded it down. Didn't do the greatest job, but it's smooth now. And then I got the decal sticker, and I ordered it from Amazon. I think it was 3M, and that stands for mil. And I cut it out, took the sticker off, put it on, and then I got the hair dryer, and it sort of forms to the grip, and just folded it over. And I didn't take much time, but the end product looks like this, which I think stands out pretty good. I think that really helps with the pistol here. And I put the sticker on. I didn't take hardly any time. I took like 30 seconds. I know I could do a better job. There's little few edges here and whatnot. And so, you know, I think it looks pretty good. And then, but in your hand, the grip is still kind of flat. And I am a big fan of like a little palm swell and whatnot. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the sticker off, and I'll get some Bondo, and I'll put a little palm swell right here, sand it down, play with it a little bit, and put the sticker back on and see how that does. And that's it. So, you know, if you are looking for some, you know, unique grips or something, you could do something like that. Definitely, if you're looking for something, or definitely, I highly recommend you check out KSD grips and Sudden Impact pistol grips on eBay. And if you have any ideas, you can definitely contact him. He's a nice, friendly guy, very helpful, and turnaround time isn't bad either, you know, depending on how busy, of course, he is, but it's usually a month or less. So if you have something custom done, like, you know, this. And anyway, that's my video. Hope you liked it. If you have any ideas, you know, please post them down below. And please subscribe as well. I'd love to get up to 1 million viewers where I don't have to work anymore. I could quit my day job. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.